Let's take a quick look at how we can control how the elements will display on playback on our Composica document page. This is how this page will preview in a browser to the viewer. There is a tool, however, in Composica that will allow us to actually control the elements and how they will display on playback. We can use this tool to visually engage the viewer and also reinforce content. Let's go ahead and see how this is done. Click Sequencing to open up the Sequence Manager. Now the Sequence Manager is divided into two tabs. You have your Main tab and your Elements tab. In this video, we're going to show you just the highlights of working with the Sequence Manager, and then you can take what you've learned and play with it on your own. In the Main tab, you set all of the defaults that you want to use with the Sequence Manager as your baseline options. These can be overridden in the Elements tab. For this example, we're going to go ahead and change the Sequence Manager to active mode by selecting yes, and we'll keep all of the other default options set, though you can change them as needed, including we're going to keep the order of playback of the elements from top to bottom. In the Elements tab is where you go ahead and set up your list for the order in which they'll play back based upon what you set in the Main tab, as well as additional settings for playback. So, for example, we have our title text coming in first, then we have some bullet points. We have our image playing back right in the middle, and then we have other additional bullet points. Let's go ahead and have the image actually come in right after the title text. Then I'm going to go ahead and change some other settings just so you can see how it's done. For a title text, if I don't want it to have any kind of active sequencing, just want it to be static on playback, I'm going to set the active mode to no. Then let's say for the image, I'm going to go ahead and change some options here for how it also will be displayed. And again, I can go across here and change any of these options to override what's set up in the Main tab as well. And then you'll notice that all of the other bullet points have options already set for them. So once you've completed your list, you can go ahead and save and preview, or we're going to go ahead and click OK, and let's see how this plays back. So we're done with our list. Make sure that you go ahead and save. If you don't, you'll be prompted to save. Now let's take a look at how this plays back. And as you can see, all of the different elements are coming on in as we set them up in the Sequence Manager. Again, you can use the Sequence Manager to control how all of the different elements on your document page will display on playback. You can do this to engage your viewer and also reinforce content when used correctly. So again, go ahead and play with it and see what you can come up with to add impact to your own Composica courseware. That's all there is to it. If you have any questions on this particular topic or any others while working with Carbon products, please visit us online at www.carbon.com. And thanks for stopping by.